Today, a nation that gets recommended very often, Spain. And I think everyone has played Hearts of Iron 4 for quite a while now, has a focus tree that they just play really weirdly. For me, that's the Spanish focus tree. I have a very weird way to play it, but can be pretty strong. So without further ado, Iron Man, historical, and go. So to start off, research, engineering, and production. Construction-wise, I want to build in very specific states. Even though we don't have the biggest industry, later on, our industry will be even smaller because we have the honor of having a civil war. So I'm gonna build a few mills for the start. Focus-wise, I will go on a great Spain because I want to play monarchist. And yeah, I know, like, oh, Florius, you're playing monarchist again. Wow. To my defense, the stuff I want that is fun is in the monarchist path. Okay, I don't really have a choice here. I also like the monarchist path. But that aside, okay? And yeah, production, we can put everything into guns. I don't want to build any special equipment because when the Civil War starts, I share equipment with the other side and I don't like that. So while we're not in the Civil War yet, I will just build standard stuff. Nothing special. Same with research. I will just do construction, engineering, everything that doesn't make the army stronger because yeah, I don't want to buff the other side. And yeah, I haven't talked about it yet, but our national spirits are very interesting. We're not starting off as a stable nation, but we're meant to have a civil war, so, you know, makes sense. Anyways, a great Spain is done, so let's get ourselves some political power. It's actually 200, very good. But we will need all the political power we can get. And if you don't know Spain, you will see in a second why. So we have the election done, giving us support and allowing us to make the inevitable civil war decisions, which are, yeah, very click intensive. So I'm gonna go down to 4 speed. For now, I'm gonna suppress the strikes because I want some industry back. And we also unlock a map to kind of sway states into our direction. Basically, if you want to control a state at the beginning of the Civil War, we gotta get it up to 3 support. In the background, there's another AI working against us, trying to stop us. This is nothing we need to do because we will get through the focus tree a few states, but I would like to get some high industry states. So Madrid and maybe some stuff in the north to kind of consolidate more frontline. Because trust me, Carlist Spain is not as easy as you might think. If you haven't played it in a while, I mean, I haven't played it in a while. I didn't do a test run for this video, but every time I haven't played it in a while and I kind of forget the specifics, it is a challenge. If you know your Spain inside out, this should be easy, but I don't. So this focus is done, giving us 200 political power. Very good. And now we can negotiate with the Carlists, giving us more non-aligned support and upon the start of the Civil War, more divisions. Very good. And we're gonna use all of that political power to basically kick all of these decisions to not just reduce negative modifiers, but also to reduce the time for the military plot to happen. In the background, the AI basically tries the opposite. So they're adding days while we are reducing days. We have a way easier time because we are kind of meant to win the Civil War, but the other side gets a way to kind of buy themselves more time. We don't want that. We want to get this as soon as possible. Of course, we want to get our focuses done, but we will get down here anyways, no matter what. The AI would have need to do nothing for this to happen. And you see in the background, yeah, they're trying to get Madrid. So negotiate with the Carlists is done. Now, let's secure the army of Africa. That's actually a very good army because there's 7 twos. And in the Civil War, where you just basically have pure infantry divisions, artillery is very useful. Okay, our current leader retires. So welcome, Manuel. Surely nothing bad will happen. Surely. And with that now also done, we can secure northern garrisons. This is a very good focus. Basically, we get most of northern Spain for free. And that is why I so weirdly influenced so far, taking those 2 states in the north and Madrid. Because all the other states will basically flip to our side now anyways. And yeah, I would like to get Madrid, but might not happen. It is very expensive to get Madrid. It costs so much political power. And if that focus now also done, we can do one last focus. We can get Francisco Franco or get some political power. And because we will go on Carlist anyways, Francisco Franco is not really good. So I'm better off just getting political power because he would help the opposite side, right? Once we start the Quadruple Civil War, yeah, we will have a Quadruple Civil War. He will be on the other side. So yeah, I'd rather just take the political power. And yeah, we're done with the focuses for now. We can't do anything until the Civil War starts. That's what I mean with we will have more than enough time because I clicked it every time I could. And yeah, we're still here. Civil War starts. I did secure Madrid. Very good. That's a lot of industry we get to keep here. And we now basically have a few days to do as much damage as we can before the front lines completely start to do anything. And starting the Civil War gives us 2 choices. Either we go down this path, which is, I think, ultra-nationalist, like no-chill Spain, or we go down the monarchist path, basically trying to get more Carlist sentiment and resurrect the Spanish monarchy. And of course, we will resurrect the Spanish monarchy. By God, fatherland, and king, we will win. And yeah, we have to be very fast now, because in the background, we have an impending crackdown. So, civil war in a civil war, giving us 316 days to prepare the monarchists. So what we want to do now is to go down this focus first, because this focus allows us to secure states for the Carlists. So yeah, once again, a civil war within a civil war, and securing us 2 states from the start, which means this is very important that we do it as a first focus. Let's do it. And the Germans want to send me troops, but I don't want to have Germans on the other side when I fight the second civil war. Yeah, fun. So I'm just gonna ignore them. I'm just not gonna accept the help. Same with the Italians. I would literally hurt myself if I would accept the help right now. So yeah, let's not do that. But maybe we can bait him for guns. It's not enough for world tension. Oh my god. So silver front lines solidify, meaning we can't really push anymore. The good news is I secured the port over here, and I am getting closer to kind of getting rid of these troops over here. It will take a while, but for now, let's stop pushing on the major front line, and we're gonna play the defensive game. In the background, we can start to plan offenses, and yeah, that takes a while, and we can do it one state after another. So I'm gonna start over here where we want to push them out of the port. And yes, over here we get a focus which will remove it here anyways, but I don't want to wait that long. That's a 70-day focus, so no. There's a really good reason why I don't want to push yet, and yeah, you will see later. I'm gonna be rude. I'm gonna say it. You will see later. So that focus is done, allowing us to secure states. Now let's fix this bad modifier. This is a really bad modifier, so let's get rid of it. And before I forget about it, let's secure some states. And yeah, this costs 50 political power and takes 90 days. Yeah, this takes very long. Very important for me now is that I secure an entire region and best case scenario, a lot of factories. So let's start here. By the way, we removed the unplanned offensive modifier over here, and we're really pushing them out of the port now. Having the north secured will be very helpful. Especially the state over here is not too bad industry-wise, if I remember right. On the other side, we should still check if we're not losing anywhere, because the Soviets are attacking us now. They send volunteers, and that hurts. And secured. Steel, a mill factory, and a civilian factory. Pretty good. So we have finally a new leader. Let's get rid of the modifier to actually lose a lot of stability right now. And the attack and the defense modifier, horrible. Horrible spirit is gone. Let's do this focus. At the same time, we're finally encircling the last few troops in the north. And then we don't need to fight on 2 different fronts anymore. That feels good. Last important focus is done. We could immediately go down this now, starting the second civil war. But you know what? I wanna for one more state, and we have a few more days. So let's do this focus. Basically only for the reduced land doctrine cost. Because yeah, we already removed the unplanned offensive modifier in both states. Doesn't matter. Let's take it. What we can also do is get some extra units in a state of our choosing. And I would say, let's take Leon. And the last state I want to core is this one over here. Basically cutting the nationalists in two. I want to secure the north for myself again and try to destroy the nationalists with the help of the Republicans and then just push them back. But how well it will work, we will see. That's also the same reason why I don't want to push too hard, because if I push too hard, you Carlist troops sometimes get backed at the wrong side of the front line. But I gotta say, for getting army experience, Silver is pretty good. Nearly at 100. In the background, this happened. Once again, I could push them right now and do a lot of damage, but I don't want that. I have to fight with Spain. If I make them too strong, I will have a way harder time. So no. With that focus done, let's do no compromise on Carlist ideas. Starting the second Civil War. This is so stupid, but I love it. And turning us monarchists. Let's go. At the same time, I'm also going to prepare an offensive in Madrid, because that should allow us to way easier conquer it back. So, last cell secured, meaning we are basically ready now. All we have to do is to wait for 6 days, and I can enact my master plan. So, here we go. And yeah, those troops are gonna die. That's the main reason why I don't want to push in too far, because if you get out of your own starting territory, you're kind of stuck there. But maybe we can secure them? Big question mark. We shall see. For now, I'm gonna accept the Portuguese volunteers, because they apparently want to help my side, and I would say I should take whatever help I can get right now, and I will definitely go down to 4 speed. I gotta say, so far, so good. We even got into Madrid. I didn't even follow that. I just right-clicked into Madrid. Oh, we can actually get those troops out. That is huge. Yeah, we get the troops out. That is amazing. We're losing no divisions. We basically gained back all of our states in the first few days of the Civil War. And yeah, I really should choose a doctrine now. I'm gonna go, of course, Grand Battle Plan. And now let's win the Civil War. So, National Spain is gone. And yeah, we're basically to where we were a few seconds ago. We didn't really lose anything, but that's actually huge. But very important now, we can start getting our best modifier. Crusade against democracy. For now, it's only a good military buff. Later on, it's gonna be much more. And yeah, here we go. Secured the encirclement. Our units are still so bad, so it just takes still forever. Focus is done, and we can't do another one of these for 70 days. You always have to wait one focus in between. So in the meantime, let's confirm the euros. I'm not Spanish, okay? But let's do it. Removing the autonomous state modifier. Good. So, next encirclement is here, and even securing me a very important supply hub. I was really starving over here. This is still very much a supply game, especially in a civil war. But you know what? We can finally go to war economy. So let's do that. I couldn't really do anything with my political power because there were all of the silver mechanics. But if I want to have something, then war economy. I want to build mills, okay? I want to win. And with this now done, we can once again improve the crusade against democracy spirit. This time, more organization and recruitable population. We really need recruitable population. I'm at 0 manpower right now. I actually have guns. What I don't have is men. This is a problem I wouldn't have thought I have in the Civil War, but yeah, it's the other way around now. I actually have the guns. I need men. This focus is done, so let's get a research slot, and in the background, I encircled a lot of troops. Goodbye. And notice I can create an agency. I think that's gonna be useful later on, so yeah, why not? Let's do it. And yeah, once I clean this up, the Republicans are so screwed. Oh, of course, the last stand. I hate the AI so much when they do that. But yeah, beautiful encirclement. 5 Soviet volunteers are gone now. That is so good. And with the research slot in our hands, let's once again improve the crusade against democracy spirit, political power gain, and division recovery rate. By the way, that's not the strong thing I talked about in the beginning. That's something else. But what I will take right now is the political gain and unaligned support advisor. Pretty good. Stop last standing, please. I'm so close. I just need Barcelona and maybe this victory point back here, but no, they're just last standing again and again and again. And before I forget about it, losses. I lost 100k, which is a lot. Spain looking a bit worse. I say Spain like we're not all Spain. Finally, cleaned up. Now let's finish this civil war. Goodbye, Republicans. Oh yeah, they're just gonna last stand for a while now. And yeah, now we're really pushing. This is good. And they have basically like no guns left. But this is nearly 1939, so I'm not gonna act like I'm early or anything. This took me quite a while, but I did it as a Carlist. I had to win a civil war within a civil war. Okay, takes a bit longer. And once again, more bonus for our spirit. This modifier is so good. The Republicans have basically no troops left. This is good. Yeah, basically the last holdout. This city over here. Everything else is just, you know, land. Of course, the last standing. So, the city should fall now. Yes, and the civil war is over. That was actually more intense than I thought it would be, but we finally have our Carlist Spain. Now, to our special bonus. We get an Carlist intellectual, giving us more political power, but also daily compliance gain. This guy is really good for getting compliance all over the world. And here comes my meme strat in mind. So I will basically take over Portugal, steal Macau, release a collaboration government from here, because we will get it really fast once we have it, and then just take over China for endless manpower. But until we can do that, we need to prepare a bit more. But trust me, once we get it going, it is a lot of fun. And oh my god, we have a lot of trained troops now. But for now, let's do this focus so we can get down here and restore the Iberian Union. Basically, that's how we get Portugal. Because right now, I can't just found them. We don't have enough world tension. I mean, you know, very soon could increase by quite a lot, but not just yet. And yeah, in the background, I'm kind of preparing an air force. We don't really have any research, so yeah, it will still take a while. So, settler succession question is done, giving us 2 choices. Either we take Alfonso, which I think was the last real king of Spain, I'm not sure, or we restore Javier of the Bourbon dynasty. I think I pronounced it right. If I'm wrong, just please insult me in the comments. I'm gonna take him. Javier, welcome. Yeah, in the background, I'm just gonna go down here, fix the nation a little bit, get a few more mills, take Portugal, and I guess then France, if Germany hasn't taken them yet. Oh yeah, by the way, if you didn't know, our nation currently is not really cored. After the Civil War, we lose a lot of cores, and we kind of have to put our nation back together. I'm just gonna ignore that for now, but yeah, normally we should go down here and, you know, recore our entire nation. I'm just gonna ignore that for now in favor of expansion. And that's, by the way, why we get the daily compliance guy, because we need compliance for integration. I'm just gonna use him for everything else too. I hope that will not backfire too much, but I want to make bold moves. And you know what? Let's get more stability. Actually helpful. So, Second World War hasn't started yet, giving me the opportunity to restore the Iberian Union. And if everything goes to plan, I might just be able to take France right after that. Maybe. I will try. Because after taking Portugal, well, we will probably need some more time anyways to get enough compliance here. Talking about it, let's go to civilian oversight, otherwise this will take forever. With this, I mean coring our own land. This is so sad that we lose all of those cores. Oh yeah, Germany started. I hope we have enough time for France. I think we should. So, focus is done, and there is actually a very small chance to just say yes. They said no. Big surprise. Anyways, let's immediately go in before anyone can guarantee them. And on the side, claim the French throne. Yeah, the Portuguese are not ready for this at all. Like, basically no troops here. And my army is a little bit battle-hardened. Yeah, it was not a long war. That was really fast. But good new land, and hopefully soon with high compliance. Focus is done. Our war goal is ready. Let's immediately go in, otherwise we're way too late. I actually landed in Paris. Oh, that worked. That is so stupid. I hope I can hold out. It would be so funny. And yeah, France capitulated. Not to me, but I did get Paris. That is so stupid. But for now, let's join the Axis. I have like 1% war participation. I don't think I will get a lot in this war. I don't think so. And with Restore the Monarchy done, let's finally recover from the Civil War. Look at that. Javier, welcome back. We actually landed in London. That's so stupid. I'm doing a combination of naval invasion and paradrops, and yeah, it works surprisingly well so far. Let's see if the naval landing works. I'm not sure. Yeah, so far this is going pretty well. I have no other words for this. Plan worked out. And I'm basically denying all access to supply for my allies here because I want to farm a little bit of war participation. At least a little bit. I'm up to 80% now, which isn't that much, but could be enough to take something in this peace treaty. And I'd rather deal with an Axis in the late game that is busy fighting the Comintern than a late game allies, because then I get always naval invaded. Bro, that's so annoying. And yeah, war is over. I actually have a decent amount of war score, but allies are a big faction. So let's see. Yeah, I'm out of points and France will survive. No one takes a land. It's so stupid. I don't care. Basically, I took all of France, parts of India, and Indochina. I also took all of the colonies here because I can. Of course, the Germans got way more than me, but they also had way more participation, so that was pretty clear. Later on, I can still deal with the Germans. They will fight the Soviets anyways, but for now, this was very helpful. That's a lot of industry combination. And don't forget, we get compliance gain. It's gonna be so good. And yeah, we finally can root out any resistance. So let's finally pour back our land. Very good. And while I'm just waiting for time to pass, let's build an air force with, of course, CAS. And here we go, collaboration government time. And yeah, I want to release these nations because they have their own industry path. And because the collaboration governments, they're gonna give me a lot of the industry. So this is gonna be a huge boost, especially in small nations. And here we go. All of Spain is or is being caught right now. So I guess it's the Civil War nearly done. Even the modifier is fairly small now. It's still bad, but it's way better than before. So you know what? Last research slot. Let's get it. I do kind of love that the Axis are fighting only Greece. They're winning now. They've been struggling for so long, though. It took them way too long to capitulate them. Oh my god. Poor Greece, but they fought well. Italy deciding to fabricate on me because of Savoy. Mussolini, what are you doing? I don't even want to attack you, Axis. Why are you doing this? Do I really have to fight the Germans now? Oh my god. It is a war I don't want to fight because I'm so... I want to go to China, okay? I want to have my fun in China. Italy's like, no. And because we'll probably need it right now, let's get the last focus to improve Crusade Against Democracy. And this one is making it so much better again. Like, it's already good, but this one is just making it so much better. So let's get it. It does take 140 days to complete. A long time. It's definitely worth it. Provincial government of Morocco. Yeah, let's release it. Meaning, I don't really have to defend this here anymore. That is kind of really good. I can get a non-aggression pact with Germany. So I'm gonna try that. And it might stop Italy from doing that. It's a big might. I'm actually not sure. But I would like at least a bit more time. In the background, I'm just bidding out collaboration governments left and right. Because the more I have, the less I have to defend. And it basically generate me free industry. So why not? And here we go. Provincial government of China in Macau. Oh, I love how stupid that is. But this should allow us to basically take over all of China because this provincial government of China has cores everywhere. It literally has cores in all of China. So taking over states in China will be very cheap and very easy to garrison because I don't need to garrison their cores for my puppet. Amazing. But I will not do that until this over here is solved. Focus is done. And now let's look at that spirit. It is so good. Unironically, right now I have so many collaboration governments already. I think the only nation I'm really missing is India. But I even have Sri Lanka. I have the Maldives. So stupid. Okay, the Axis started their East Expedition. condition. This is basically giving me two choices now. Either I continue my plan and take over China, which should be fairly easy, question mark, because I'm not competing too much with Japan because they absolutely failed. Or we just focus on the Axis for now and take care of China later. But China is a ticking bomb, right? Because the Chinese United Front can always fall apart immediately. While I kinda know that this war will go for at least 4 years.
Are you sure about that?
So you know what? I'm just gonna go into China. I'm just gonna do that. And if Italy declares war on me, I have troops here anyway, so I don't care. I don't know why, but the US is now at war with Germany. There's no real reason for that. They just did that. Maybe because they have land in Canada? I'm actually not sure. And Brazil joined the Comintern. Yeah, the world when you get rid of the allies in historical is very interesting. Since Brazil got a focus tree. Why the Axis at war with the Chinese United Front? This is so stupid. Germany, why are you literally at war with everyone? The Japanese are at war with the Soviet Union? What? Okay, something broke the game. Oh yeah, I know what happened. So basically right now, Brazil declared war on Japan. Japan being guaranteed by the Axis means that the Axis declared war on Brazil, and Brazil joined the Comintern, which means the Comintern are now at war with Japan. And somewhere in there, the Axis joined the war against the Chinese United Front. I hate this. I hate this so much on a personal level. Yugoslavia seeks a queen. Brother Yugoslavia, you have different problems, but sure, let's do it. You're welcome, Yugoslavia. So the war goal is done. Let's finally get our own part of China. Of course, not forgetting to call in our puppet, otherwise we don't have a front line. And very fast push into most directions, otherwise we will not really survive for a long time. But the current air supremacy should allow me to push quite easily. Yeah, so far, push great success. Let's see if it stays that way. Oh my god, I just saw the cast damage I'm doing on them. It's actually wild. Partially jumps up to 100 casually. So, war in China going very well. You can see our industry just going up. And jokes aside, we are really getting stuff done. The only thing that's really annoying is that I have to fight in Switzerland. But besides from that, I'm doing okay, I think. We'll see. Anyways, let's encircle all of these troops. Goodbye. But not gonna lie, China looks horrible. What happened over here? I just looked away and this is Switzerland now. Oh my god. Finally they're gone. That is a horrible border. Oh no. And I have to wait for the war to be over before I can really fix that. No. Germans overran the Soviet Union now. It's only the US that war with, so I might actually call up to the US if I ever want to fight the Germans. Maybe I should have prioritized them more, because they just dominated the Soviet Union. I don't actually know why. Oh, it might be because the Soviet Union was in the stupid war with Japan and everything. Yeah, that's totally it. Now Brazil is gone too. 99%. Please, China, just capitulate. Finally, they're gone. Yeah, ironically, I got way too little land in this peace treaty. I understood that Japan had like more war participation, but for returning cores and for me controlling and pushing actually all of that feels kind of bad. The upside of having basically only puppets, I don't have to got anything over here. So let's just go home and deal with the Axis, which have grown a bit too big for my taste. So let's risk it and go for Germany. I do have Space Marines, so we should be able to do it. Should. So I actually got a small push in Italy going, even though my air supremacy is not really here. But the good news is, because I am using anti-air Space Marines, air supremacy is not that important, because my units by themselves still shoot down anything that tries to attack them. The combination of both just really carries me, even though I don't win the air war right now. I mean, over France I am, but they don't have anything there, so it's kind of cheating. Okay, the Germans did very evil naval landings, and I nearly got pushed out of all of France, but I did recover. My air force is pretty much decimated. I don't work with it anymore, but my infantry alone, thanks to being Space Marines, does hold out, and I'm currently on a campaign to encircle them and push them out of France. How well it will go, we will see later. I'm not sure yet if I will get it done or not. It is kind of risky, but I'm definitely holding now. I've not been pushed back in a very long time. Oh, that would be a huge pocket if I get that. It's like 50 units. Please. Oh my god, it's falling apart. That's so good. That's so good. Come on, let's go. Germans are up to 2.5 million losses from me now. I'm 800k, which also like hurts a lot, but yeah, the Germans are really in the deficit now. They will miss the those units. Even though they still have a lot of industry, they can't reproduce that so fast. Another beautiful pocket. Goodbye. Can't describe how happy I am that I decided to do a Space Marine build, because without that, this wouldn't be possible. The Air Force of the Germans would just shred me to death. But thanks to having Space Marines, I decimate their CAS when they try to attack me. So Germany pretty much has only fighters left. No CAS. They have around 100 CAS plane left, and they have around 13k fighters, just showing how much I decimated their CAS fighters. That is ridiculous. Okay, yeah, Italy is really drained now, so very pushable. And now not having to deal with CAS anymore makes this a lot easier. Like, the air is red everywhere. They just have nothing to use it with. Amazing. And Mussolini deposed. Instantly capitulated. Wow. But I would say, now that we're done with Italy, let's push Germany. Actually, green arrows. It's actually... Wow. I was kind of scared for a second. I'm also gonna get a second collaboration government. I already did one, and give me 45%, which is a lot. Let's see if we can get a second one. I think I'm about to have an enormous encirclement in Brittany. There's so many Germans here. Okay, yeah. Goodbye, German troops. Goodbye. They're now looking at 7 million losses. I mean, I also lost 1.4, but still, Italy is also another 4 million. Oh my god. And so far, Japan, I've just ignored. I don't want to deal with Japan. That sounds very painful. And I would say that's a verified Dunkirk moment. Goodbye, German army. Yeah, I made my own around the Maginot Line maneuver. Now I only have to starve the Germans out. Let's see how long that takes. Yeah, I do think we got this now. There's just no way the Germans are gonna recover now. That is truly an NSIG moment. And yeah, I'm not gonna move into the Maginot Line. I'm just gonna, you know, wait until I capitulate. So, compliance government is done. Let's capitulate Germany. They are really close to capitulating. The lag. I think Germany capitulated. It's like huge lag right now. Yeah, Germany capitulated. We got a bit more land to govern, even bordering Japan now. Yay. The Spanish horde eating up the rest of the Axis after Germany fell. It's kind of wild. And the war is over, finally. I got by far the most points, and I would say, let's put them to use. Yeah, don't ask me why, but the peace conference really didn't give me a lot of points. Like, I had the most points by far, but I didn't got more points over the different turns of the peace conference. Could be because the game crashed or something. I don't know, but yeah, I might have to go into Germany a second time. And the UK is back. Yeah. So I made a war goal against Ukraine. I want the land. And it will call in Britain, which we hopefully can take out fast. I'm just going to start the naval invasion immediately and bring the navy out. Because back from the void, Britain kept the navy. Ask me why. Yeah, this is an interesting playthrough, I have to tell you that much. Anyways, let's go in. Why did Ukraine join Japan? Why didn't you join the Allies? No questions. I have some sort of deja vu. Yeah, but this time it is a lot easier. This is just like not a challenge. In the background, not a justification done. Oh, I have a truce with Germany, right? Oh my god. In the UK, it's gone. Bad news. Australia is a great power. And now let's finally do the second war against the Axis. Man, I even have my own Germany now. That is so stupid. Okay, the game didn't crash. I think maybe because Germany is smaller. I don't know. But this time, because I'm alone in the war, I can't just take everything. That's that chapter. Finally closed. And that's Australia. Finally capitulated. Oh my god. And the British have so many ships. I can't even steal them all. Sad noises. So naval landing in Japan. Huge success. So I would say, let's just, you know, finish all of this. It is 1948, and for a not-world conquest campaign, yeah, that's long. It was fun, but it's a very weird campaign. So, Japan is also gone, and you know what? I got actually quite a bit. Need all of China and some islands. US had like 30% participation, so yeah, they did some weird stuff over here. Ukraine is still free. I kind of totally forgot about them. You know what, Ukraine? You earned your freedom. I give you that. Anyways, it is very late into the game. I would say I did things with Carlist Spain, and I had a lot of fun. The end game was, you know, aside from that, pretty cool. But anyways, here were my templates. My patrons, I love you. Until next time, bye.